Hi guys, welcome back. We're in the Spyder, 718 Spyder, and we are heading to Porsche main dealer for this car's first MOT. Now, if you're not from the UK, MOT is a yearly inspection of your car to make sure it's roadworthy, and you cannot drive it without one. And obviously the car is fine, obviously. It's effectively a brand new car, but has to have one regardless after 3 years. So the first 3 years, you're okay. And after that, you have to have one every year. It's also, because it's 3 years old, which is unbelievable. I can't believe this is 3 years old already. It's going for an inspection because the manufacturer's warranty is expiring after 3 years. And I want to add a new one. I have to pay to have a new one added. To do that, they need to inspect it. And also, you know, when they inspect it, if they find anything wrong with it, then they have to fix it under warranty, right? So there's a couple of good things that are happening. But yeah, just to remark on the fact that this car is 3 years old. It's unbelievable. It still feels like a new car to me. It's only done 2,800 miles in 3 years, or I've only done 2,800 miles in 3 years, which is kind of ridiculous, to be honest. But, you know, every time I get in it, it's like a new car. It still smells like a new car. It's quite remarkable. It still has the plastic cover on the PCM, on the unit here, because I didn't really feel like I needed to take it off. It works perfectly. It's like you know, PPF for the stereo, so I just left it on. But yeah, it's quite remarkable that it's 3 years old. I can't believe it myself, really. Yeah, time flies. And like I said, I haven't used it that much, 2,800 miles. And the first 1,000 miles I had to put on before I was able to open it up. So I kind of forced myself to do those 1,000 miles, which sounds crazy, doesn't it? Anyway, what I mean is I did them faster than I would have otherwise done to get it to a point where I could give it, you know, a good blat down a B road. So anyway, we're almost there now. I'll continue talking about it once we arrive. Alright, so I'm at Porsche Wilmslow. You'll have to excuse the face. This is pretty much how I look early in the morning now, because I work late nights putting out all these videos. You probably noticed on the main channel. If you watch the main channel, most of my videos come out at 9-10 o'clock at night. And that's just the way it goes when you keep moving around different countries and time zones and stuff like that. Anyway, you can see here we've got a 997 GT2. Very, very rare to see anywhere, to be honest. They only made a few hundred of them. I think it was like I think they made like 1,000 maybe. They were not limited in the fact that they've got a plaque in there saying it's like 1 of 500, but they are very limited because they didn't make as many as they could have made because people just didn't order them. So that's quite a rare treat to see at a main dealer these days. It only has 9,600 miles on it, and it was delivered in 2008. That's quite crazy. Now this is the beast. This has got a 3.6 flat 6 turbocharged engine, like my car. Puts out 530 horsepower, and it's on manual gearbox. So yeah, it's got the it's got the rear cage like mine, but it's got the harnesses as well, which I haven't done in mine yet, which I'm still contemplating whether to do or not. I probably will do it eventually, just haven't done it yet. But yeah, what a clean specimen. Like I said, 9,600 miles in almost, 18 years, 16 years. It's crazy. Looks new. since I was here for the Panamera unveiling, which was a few months ago, the inventory is almost completely changed. There's a couple of cars still here. This Speedster has been here. I think it's overpriced, and there's a GT4 RS also here, which was here before. But everything else looks to be different. They've got a turbo GT Cayenne in here, fastest SUV they produce. It's got more power than the 997 GT2 RS. So yeah, very crazy. The background over here, they're prepping a car for a pickup, somebody's new car. It's a Boxster GTS 4 litre. So yeah, so someone's going to have a happy day. Looks like they're picking her up today, and it's absolutely caning it down outside, raining. All right, so I've just left the dealership. I am in this is the courtesy car they've given me for the next few hours. It is a Taycan Turismo GTS. So this is my first time driving an electric Porsche. I have driven electric cars before. Well, I've driven an electric car before. You know, sometimes people in the comment section of my videos on this channel say, you know, that I should drive electric cars. I've driven some electric cars. This is, in actual fact, this is my second electric car. But anyway, initial impressions, it feels like a Porsche. It looks like a Porsche. It's got a Porsche badge on the steering wheel. It's got a big screen in the middle where the buttons should be, which I don't like. When I want to access my AC menus, I press a button on the control, and it changes my Apple CarPlay screen to a section about the AC, and then I have to select from that what I want to do, and I do not like that at all. I want physical buttons. I don't want digital buttons. I don't think anybody wants it. I think car companies are doing it because it's cheaper. It's easier for them to do upgrades in the future, but people don't want it. And also it also gives them the option in the future to be able to just charge you subscription charges for heated seats and stuff like that. So they can just connect to the car and turn it off. So that's coming. Don't worry about that. Some companies already do it. So yeah, I'm not a fan of all of the digital stuff. If you take away the engine from a car, what are you left with? You're left with the decorative things, right? The dash, how it feels, the finish, the leathers. What differentiates a Porsche from a Ferrari, from a Lamborghini, when it's just electric? A Cayenne Turbo GT, I can look at a Cayman GT4 RS, a Spyder RS, a 911 Speedster. Any car, I could convince myself that I need that car in my garage, except for these Taycans. You might have a different opinion. You might love electric cars. Great, I'm happy for you. If you love it and it's everything you want it to be, then, you know, I'm glad that you found a car that makes you happy. I'm going to pick up my Spyder. Now, I know I've complained a lot about this car. I've only had it for a short while. If I lived with it for a few days, maybe I would change my mind on some things, but now we've got really bright sunlight on this screen, and I can see quite a lot of reflections, but I can still easily see the controls. The acceleration on it is quite ridiculous, to be honest. And now they've got a new model, the Taycan Turbo GT, which is even faster. It's fast acceleration with no excitement. It's like, I suppose it's like what's that drug that they give to people when they're heroin addicts? Is it methadone? And it takes away all of their symptoms, but it doesn't give them the high. I've never taken drugs, but I can imagine that that's what it's like. It's like I'm getting all of the features of a fast car, except the excitement is being taken out. I'm not getting the high. It's warmer anyway. That's the good news, so I don't have to I took a one layer off. Anyway, there's my car. There's the Taycan. That Taycan is massive. Like when I drove in here just earlier, I tried to reverse into that space, and I couldn't because there's a car here. But if in any of my other cars, I would have been able to reverse into that space quite easily. So yeah, it's just too big. And it's only when you come into a space like this that you realize that you can't park. Like I couldn't, there's 3 spaces available. I couldn't park in any of them because it's so big. All right, so I'm done. Got a new warranty on the car for a year and an MOT. It's got its first MOT. It passed, of course. It's a brand new car, effectively. And now it's time to drive home. I'm so happy to have my car back. I'm not missing the Taycan whatsoever. I probably need a longer time in one to really form a proper opinion, but my first impression was not good. So yeah, I'm happy to get back in the Spyder. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up here. I hope you've enjoyed a little trip to the dealership. A new warranty for my car is, plus the MOT it's just shy of, well, it's about just over £900. So yeah, that's a 1-year warranty, and then the MOT was like £50 or something like that. So car's all taken care of now for another year. And yeah, whether or not I'm going to sell the car or keep the car is something I'll talk about in another video. But yeah, stay tuned, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch up with you soon. All right, bye-bye.